8 of the most wicked people in the history of the world. Adolf Hitler. Even though he might have been the most intelligent, the Chancellor of Germany, Adolf Hitler, was also the most brutal dictator of them all. He was largely responsible for World War II and the Holocaust. Hitler had strongly believed that the Jews were the main cause of all the problems, and his aim was to eliminate them all. His actions resulted in nearly 50 million people losing their lives. It was reported that Hitler took his own life in his bunker on 30th of April 1945. Joseph Stalin. Joseph Stalin was the ruler and dictator of the Soviet Union from 1922 until he passed away in 1953. As a young man, he was an assassin and a robber, and for 30 years, he reigned with terror over the Soviet Union. His decisions led to a famine that cost millions of people their lives. Stalin even went after families that were fond of him. Under Stalin's rule, more than 1.5 million women were physically harmed, and he easily took the lives of at least 20 million innocent people. Ironically, he had even been nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize in 1945 as well as 1948. Pol Pot. Pol Pot, leader of Khmer Rouge, the Cambodian revolutionary group, orchestrated a Cambodian massacre. Pol Pot strongly believed in ending the Cambodian civilization in order to begin a new regime and bring in a new age. He might be the only man in the history of the world to order mass genocide in his own country. During his reign, Pol Pot's policies led to nearly 2 million people losing their lives. This was at least 25% of the entire population. He ultimately passed away due to natural causes. Idi Amin. Idi Amin, chief of the army staff, had taken control over Uganda while President Obote was attending a meeting in Singapore. His promise was to bring prosperity to Uganda. But a week later, Amin declared himself the president and soon came to be known as the Butcher of Uganda. He took people's lives by feeding them to crocodiles and even claimed that he was a cannibal. Amin even mutilated one of his wives and had her limbs rearranged. He tortured at least 500,000 people when he was the ruler between 1971 and 1979. Ivan the Terrible. The first Tsar of Russia, Ivan, would throw animals from the tallest of structures when he was a kid. Despite being intelligent, Ivan had terrible bouts of rage due to a mental illness. During one such episode, he even took the life of his own heir to the throne. He loved burning, beheading, blinding, frying and disemboweling people. Even in his closest friends, he somehow saw enemies. Ivan ultimately passed away while he was playing chess with a friend. Leopold II of Belgium. When Leopold II was king, he ruled over Congo, which was at least 76 times bigger than Belgium. He had the entire world believing that he was going to help Congo. But when he reigned between 1885 to 1908, the country had been subjected to a reign of terror. 500,000 people passed away due to various diseases, and many passed away due to starvation as well. He took the lives of approximately 10 million Congolese, which was 50% of Congo's population. All of this was only to gain more money and more power. Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan ruled Mongolia from 1206 to 1226. He had an incredibly brutal nature which gave him many victories that included a large part of China. But Khan also took the lives of countless people. It was believed that if his men ran out of water, they would drink the blood of their horses. His army even took the lives of 15 million people on the Iranian plateau. During Khan's reign, approximately 20 to 60 million people lost their lives. How Khan passed away is still a mystery. Saddam Hussein. Saddam Hussein was the dictator of Iraq between 1979 and 2003. During his reign, he ordered countless strikes on the people. His policies led to nearly 2 million people losing their lives. Hussein ordered chemical strikes, beatings, and eye gouging on people. It is said that he would also record several tortures and watch them later. Saddam was eventually hanged in 2006 when he was found guilty of crimes against humanity.